Today we're exploring Knaresborough.
We are. Join us in another lovely Yorkshire town.
Yes. Oh, there's a fly on my arm.
Again.
We are continuing our explorations of all things to see in Yorkshire.
We are.
We've headed to North Yorkshire again today.
We are. And we will be discovering the oldest UK visitor attraction ever.
As well as exploring a very old ruined castle.
And hunting for a link to cruising, which we think we've found.
It might be very tenuous.
It might be, it might not be. You'll have to stick around to find out.
But this is both of ours first times
It is.
exploring Knaresborough.
We've come close to Knaresborough. We've been on the border, but never ventured in.
Yes, and we are excited to discover what's to offer
We are.
on such a beautifully sunny day.
It is on a Sunday as well. You lucky people.
Sunny Sunday.
Sunny Sunday.
We do have our sun cream on though, so don't be too worried.
Anyway, come along with us.
Oops, sorry, wrong music. Yeah, that's better. We started the day with a wander from the car park, up through the narrow streets, passing the beautiful thatched manor cottage, one of Knaresborough's most photographed spots, before risking life and limb to cross the train tracks on our way to Knaresborough Castle. From the castle you get fabulous views of the iconic Knaresborough Viaduct and the River Nidd. It's actually where you joined us for our intro, but we forgot to mention that at the time. Knaresborough Castle dates back to the 12th century and was once a royal residence, but more on that shortly. These days it's more popular for picnics and that stunning view over the viaduct. Talking of which, we're back there now. If you're new here, we're David and Mark. We're the Doddolds and we bring you weekly travel related videos, from cruising to exploring all sorts of places with a bit of fun and a dash of info. We forgot to tell you that bit in the intro too. We're off to a cracking start, aren't we? Located within the Castle Bailey is the courthouse building, which dates back to the 1300s. And inside, there's a small museum filled with stories of royals who lived in the castle back in the 12th and 13th centuries, and stories of local characters, including one very famous York lad, Guy Fawkes. You'll also find the original Tudor courtroom, in use from 1590, where scoundrels were tried for misdemeanours and often sentenced to a stint in the stocks.
I'm touching Tudor wood. Make your own jokes. Were your legs thin back then?
Is that where your legs go?
I assume so, or maybe it's your arms. Who knew that Queen Philippa had such a large 14th century box?
Well, we've now made our way over to the castle and museum.
We have. We've just been into the courthouse, which is where the museum is, and it's where you need to purchase your tickets. So don't do what we originally did and go to the castle first, because you need to go get your tickets before that.
And as of May 2025, it is £4.20 per person for your admission to the museum and the castle.
Which I think is quite reasonable.
Yeah.
It's quite a small museum, but
small but perfectly formed.
yes, loads of really interesting artefacts.
Yeah, there's a Tudor courthouse.
There is some stocks where people used to jeer at the little felons.
And didn't we think that people, like, you look at the stocks, they must have had tiny wrists and tiny ankles back then.
And there was some jewellery in there, and the rings were very small. What a small ring.
But yeah, lovely things to see. A 1700s fire engine.
Yes, made out of wood. Don't know why.
Doesn't seem safe.
Doesn't seem safe.
But we are now heading over to the castle. Excuse me. Heading over to the castle to have a little nosy.
Join us.
A nosy with the posies.
Oh, God.
The posy rings. Jokes. If you didn't want to pay the entrance price, there is a small part of the castle you can explore for free. but we're heading into the castle keep, the King's Tower, for a proper look around.
Can I just say, this castle is full of innuendos. There's stone balls, there's a room for the butt keeper.
We've now made our way into the toilet. Thankfully, I'm bursting. Oh my god, it rocked.
Apparently they kept clothes in here too, because the smell would keep the moths away. Imagine if you fell through. Oh, it's a bit disconcerting. Oh, these are weird steps, but be careful. Welcome to the King and Queen's living quarters.
Bit drafty.
Now, JJ Extras, if you're watching, we are going to steal a little bit of this because it was really
very
cool.
Good.
But if you look here, you can see them banqueting and the arch, and then if I pull away, that is where it was.
So as you've just seen, and we've just shown, we're now in the castle.
We are.
Most of it destroyed in the English Civil War, though.
Bloody Oliver.
What?
I meant to say Oliver Cromwell.
There isn't much of it left, thanks to the English Civil War.
Bloody Oliver Cromwell.
But can we just say a massive thank you?
Yeah.
So we were making our way to the castle and bumped into Lucy, who works here and was on the door.
Yes, welcoming the patrons in.
And she recognised us. She watches our YouTube channels.
And she's like, "You're not on a ship." I'm like, no, we're not
on the ship. We are exploring your hometown.
But like, we kind of get it a little bit when we're on a ship and someone might recognise us. But out and about in everyday life, it's very peculiar.
We're blown away, but thank you so much. And thank you. She gave us a talk about some of the history, which is really fascinating.
It was. And she was the one that told us we needed to go and get the tickets from the courthouse.
Yes, and then David got bird poo on his hand and she came to the rescue with a tissue, so she's been fabulous.
What a memory that she will have of us. Oh, a bird on David's hand.
Anyway, let's explore some more of this wondrous place.
We've got it to ourselves. I'm basically a king. You can be my carer.
Safety first. Let's take these off because I can't see a thing.
I might do the same, actually. This is where we die.
Oh, this is how we die.
Oh, this is how we die. Right, to the dungeon. To the wall.
As you descend into the dungeons, don't forget to check out the medieval graffiti etched into the walls. Well, I suppose they had to pass the time somehow.
We've been released from the dungeons.
Yeah, we finished there in the dungeons.
They didn't keep us, because it's in the keep.
Hilarious.
I am.
It was beautifully cool down there on such a hot day.
Lovely. Yeah. They should just hire that out as a place to go sit.
Want an interesting fact about those dungeons?
Mm-hmm.
The walls down there are 15 feet thick.
It's quite thick. Girthy. We need to go that way. However, now we've completed our history lesson for the day,
Oh, not for the day. There's more history coming up. Don't you get clicking off
Oh,
this video.
yeah.
Stick around because we've got the UK's oldest tourist attraction.
We do. But for now, unbeknownst to you, we're about to embark on a voyage.
Are we about to be killed by a car?
Yeah. However, now, we didn't say we're doing this, but we're going to embark on a voyage.
This is our tenuous link to cruising.
We're going to embark on a ship.
Yes.
So we'll see you on the ship.
What could it be?
Honestly, we've done so many steps today. They are my nemesis.
Knaresborough is a very hilly place. Whew, that was a lot of steps.
It was a lot of steps. Thankfully downhill.
They need one of those vernacular railways.
Oh, they do, from Scarborough.
If you haven't watched
Reminiscing on Scarborough, are we?
If you haven't watched the Scarborough video, watch that.
Yes.
In reality, for us, that was yesterday.
Behind the scenes.
Hey, you're right.
Hi, yeah, good, thank you.
You okay, yeah.
Right, go in here. I'm rowing first, so do I go here, I'm assuming? Oh, hang on. Done this all wrong, haven't I? What am I doing? Hang on, hold that.
I'm not involved.
You
I'm
are.
a passenger. Oh, good grief. Why didn't you do it? Okay.
Got it now.
Yeah. Row.
Which way do you do it? That way?
Heave.
Oh, no. I feel very macho.
We've got the hang of it now.
We have we?
I'm doing some steering.
Oh, I'll be in the Cambridge boat race before you know it. You having a nice leisurely trip?
Ah, yes.
Shall see how fast we can go.
Go on then, see how fast you can go.
You steer.
Wow.
No! Oh no!
Don't drop the oars. So if you didn't know, this is really weird in that I have got these ropes to help steer. See, oh no. So if I don't do my bit, we go wrong.
I steered that.
No, I was pulling on the rope.
Oh, should we just stay in the shade for a bit?
Yeah, this is really warm.
This is a nice day though. I've got foliage. You pulling on one of the strings?
Yeah.
And the problem is me.
I need a glass of gin and tonic.
Or we should have brought a can.
Oh, we're not those people.
I'm not going to kill a dog. You're fine. Oh my god. Oh, there's a whole load of midges. Can you see them?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to try and go quickly through them.
Don't breathe in. I don't know if it's showing on camera. There are so many midges. Ah!
And just like that, we switched places, and Mark is now finding how difficult it is to row.
It's not difficult to row, it's difficult to keep the oars in the thing. They keep popping out.
Find it difficult to stick your oar in, do you?
Are you steering us?
Yeah. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'm aiming for that boat.
It's quite therapeutic.
It is lovely. I suit being a lady of leisure. So we decided to switch back because we've realised out of the two of us, I'm the better rower and Mark's the better steerer.
I mean, I am a better steerer, but I would not say I was any worse at you than rowing.
I found if you put your thumbs on the top of the oars, it makes it a lot easier.
That's... There's an innuendo in there somewhere.
Anyway, I think we're heading back now. We're going to head back, hand the boat in.
Have we said how much it was?
I don't know if we have. If we haven't said already, it was £18 for the two of us, but you do get an hour.
Yes. So there are two places in Knaresborough where you can hire boats from.
There's one just by this bridge, which is near Mother Shipton's cave, that is, well, I don't know what the prices were, but it seemed the busier of the options because it's near the car park. And then there is Marigold, which is the one we went to, which is near the viaduct.
And that one was £9 per person.
Yes, so I think that one's a bit more expensive, but in our opinion, the boats are nicer and it was a lot less busy.
Yeah. But David's just given us spoilers for our next activity. Mother Shipton's Cave.
Mother Shipton's Cave. Which we've alluded to throughout the video so far, is the oldest visitor attraction in the UK.
So it's been, people have been visiting the site. Oh, no, we'll talk about that after.
That would be such a good garden to have. Have you seen it? On that wall.
You might have noticed a few checkered buildings dotted around so far today. They are like that quite simply because a man back in the 1800s was a chess fanatic and decided to proclaim his passion by painting his house, and since then a few other buildings followed suit and the tradition stuck.
Well, after all that exertion...
Are your arms aching?
They are. I've got literal blisters.
My arms are aching from pulling those ropes.
Oh yeah, really hard for you, wasn't it? Anyway, we thought we'd do a nice relaxing jaunt through the woods now.
Yes, we've teased it for long enough in this video. We're now on to our historical segment.
And final attraction. Spin. Which way are we spinning? This way?
Can you see? Mother Shipton's Cave.
We'll hand over to Editor Mark now to give you some interesting facts about Mother Shipton and the well.
And the well. Enjoy! Thanks, David. As you can see, we're making our way through the visitor entrance to Mother Shipton's Cave. Named after Ursula Sonthiel, she was said to be born here in 1488, in a cave beside the River Nidd. According to legend, she was a witch who could predict the future, and after her passing in 1561, some of her prophecies began to come true, including the Great Fire of London and even the invention of iron ships.
Triumphant death race characters in a policy shocker and accidents filled the world with her.
Were more of her cheerful words. And then there was the premonition about the bridge we rode under earlier.
The world shall end when the high grade of this price fallen.
The bridge has fallen twice so far, and people seem to be taking her premonition pretty seriously because they've reinforced the bridge quite well lately. And then, named after the prophecy, is the World's End pub, just by the bridge. Anyway, putting all of that spookiness aside, it's actually a really lovely walk along the river and through the forest on the way to the attraction.
Hi. What do we do now? We're trapped. Do you want a little river joke? We're here at Mother Shipton's Cave. Because it's a weir.
I'll damn you for that joke.
It's not a dam though, it's a weir.
Oh. Water jokes.
I can't help it if I've got a heavy flow and a wide set weir. So, whilst the coin trees seem like a lovely idea, it does cost extra money because you're hammering money into a tree and you'll never see it again, so I'm not doing it. Bye.
Interesting to note though, you do have to bring your own money, but you don't have to bring your own hammer, as is demonstrated here by David.
Bang, bang, bang.
He likes banging.
You don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps. So we're not entirely sure what the Alice in Wonderland link is. We think it's left over from Easter.
Yeah, but there's nothing Easter related about Alice in Wonderland, is there?
I can't help you, sorry. However, we should touch upon the price for coming into Mother Shipton's. 'Tis not cheap, 'tis a weekend.
It is a weekend, so it's peak rate.
£15 each.
Yes, £30.
£30?
And then we paid £1 for a little guidebook.
Which
So,
we've not really read
I
yet.
don't think £30 is too expensive.
Well,
Do you?
could be cheaper.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyway, I can see a little cafe hut and I need a little snack.
Something snacky. Anyway, onwards to the caves. I know I said we were on to the caves, but we've just had a pit stop for some snacks.
I every so often get shaky if I get like a sugar crash.
Same really.
Yeah, so we just stopped for some snacks to build ourselves up.
What have we got?
Diabetes. We've actually got a white chocolate chip cookie, some salt and vinegar crisps, a sausage roll, and a drink.
Also known as healthy snacks.
We're refueled and ready to go.
Now it's on to the caves.
I will say, very nice sausage roll.
Very nice. Not what would you say price-wise?
So for the cookie, crisps, sausage roll, and a drink, it was £10, just over £10.
Mm-hmm.
So £10.25 to be exact.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Considering they have a monopoly. Oh, that sausage roll's repeating on me, bear with. Considering they've got a monopoly on you, it could be more expensive. Mind you, they have charged us 30 quid to get in. They have their fair share.
Yes, but we all do these things.
We do for you. So apparently this has been paying tourists have been coming to this place since 1630, which is a long time ago. So the estate was sold by King Charles I in 1630 to a local gentleman, Sir Charles Slingsby, which we hope is related to the Slingsby gin.
Slingsby gin, hopefully.
His family landscaped and created the park and pathways you walk along today, and over the last 390 years, visitors have been coming.
And paying to see what we're about to see.
Yes. 390
Crazy.
years.
Anyway,
Madness.
here... Well, I was about to say here ended...
Nearly died. That is... Look how much bigger that step is than everyone else. Oh my God.
So here's two lessons. But well, here endeth the history lesson. Here starteth the health and safety lesson. Health and safety
Did you bite your tongue on the floor?
Yeah. Right, anyway.
We're at the cave. I think. Look, there's a sign.
Now, David, be careful.
Oh, this
There are
is
steps.
You're not going to let me live this down, are you? Imagine if I fell and died.
Mother Shipton would deal with you.
She'll
She'd
petrify me.
you. At the heart of the attraction is the Petrifying Well, where mystical waters slowly turn everything they touch to stone. Like we've said multiple times already, the well is actually the UK's oldest paid-for attraction, but it goes back even further. King Henry VIII first had it officially recorded in 1538 by his antiquary, hired to find all things weird and wonderful, and his men would come here to collect the waters, believing they had healing powers.
Quick temperature check. It's cold. And now my hand's turned to stone. Great.
Just behind the well is the Wishing Well of Good Fortune, where, for reasons best known to someone, you can stick your hand into a cold, dark, moist cavern. If you must.
Now
We made our wishes.
Now my hand's cold.
Cold and damp.
Cold and damp, but you have to let it dry naturally or the wish won't come true.
Or so the tale says.
Oh.
But the story didn't end there.
Any Alton Towers fans?
If you know, you know.
I'm gonna press it with my elbow.
Why? So you got a wet hand.
Safety, we recommend. Ah.
You have entered this legendary cave where over 500 years ago a baby was born during a thunderstorm. The baby was named Ursula and was reputedly born disfigured and twisted. Townsfolk heard about the birth and said a witch had been born in the cave next to the magic well. In the future, she predicted
I'm just getting the
small
sound
ripple
for the
events at
video
first, but she
on my
developed her powers
microphone.
almost as quickly as her reputation.
Seen it now?
now. So that was the cave where Mother Shipton was born, right?
Twas.
In 14 something.
Yeah, apparently it's reported that she was born all twisted and stuff.
Like a witch would be.
Mm-hmm.
Do your best witch impression.
There's people.
Do it now.
You do yours.
It's just my normal laugh.
Yeah, true. So a good use of the guidebook was if you come past the well on the way in and go towards the cave where Mother Shipton was born and look back, you can see what resembles a skull in the rock, apparently.
Spooky. I don't know if I can really see it, so if you can see it, comment below.
I can see
you
it.
see the skull?
I can see it, but I'm not wearing sunglasses. Maybe that's it. So hopefully you can see this Barbie doll. It's the only Barbie doll in existence that promotes the smoking of weed, because she's stoned. Funny. Oh. I mean, if that's how she looked, I can understand why she was called a witch.
In the gift shop and museum, you'll find the usual assortment of gift shop tat. Plenty of witchy bits, of course. But to be fair, there are some more interesting things too, including items donated by celebrities to be petrified. Because why wouldn't you want to turn your shoe to stone? And we've just finished up there in the museum and at the gift shop.
We do. Before we go into the details of it, what I quite like about this attraction is you're not forced to go through the gift shop. You can choose to come to it or not.
Yeah, you could leave the cave and go straight out.
You could, yeah. Don't have to come down here, but
No exiting through the gift shop.
but I think the fact that there's a museum there it entices
It's really
you.
cool. It's only a little museum, but it's cute. They've got some items that have been gifted by celebrities to be petrified.
Yeah, so I think if you're a celebrity, they might invite you to. They haven't invited us to leave anything.
There was John Wayne's hat
There was Agatha Christie's handbag.
and there was a link to cruising because there was Queen Mary's shoe.
Yes.
And I'm going to say that that's been on the Queen Mary.
Yes, well,
We were
which is
disappointed.
stronger, the link to cruising we mentioned earlier, or that?
If only Jane McDonald had donated something.
I
to
know, I was looking for it.
There was
but she
no.
hasn't.
There was nothing.
Jane, if you're watching, bring something to Mother Shipton, please.
And interestingly, Jane, it only takes 3 months to petrify your item.
Yes.
So I thought it would take longer. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I think the fact where we looked for how long it took is because there was a COVID mask there, and we're like, oh, it can't take that long. I assumed it would take like 50 years.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
But that COVID mask was rock hard.
Yeah. Well, sadly, that brings us to the end of our day in Knaresborough.
Knaresborough adventures.
Neither of us have been before.
No, I really liked it. It's a lovely. I don't want to use the word quaint.
I was going to say quaint.
But it is quaint Yorkshire town. Village.
I think it's a town.
Beautiful though.
Yes. We had fun in the boats. We had fun at the castle.
Fun in the caves.
Fun in the
We had
caves.
Lots of fun. So as we head back to the car, we really hope you've enjoyed watching another non-cruise related video.
Mm-hmm.
If you have enjoyed it, subscribe, because coming up next on our adventures, we're taking Coco on holiday.
Oh, go, go!
We're taking her away to Anglesey for the weekends. If you want to see a dog holiday, then that's the place for you.
It is. But for now, if you haven't already, we will put our York trip here.
Yeah,
and
have
we'll
a watch
put
of that.
Or the Scarborough trip
Have a
down
watch
here.
of that. And if you've watched both of those already, then good luck on your quest of finding a video you want to watch.
There's plenty of ours in our back catalogue if you haven't seen them yet.
Or someone else's.
Yes. Anyway, we will see you on the next adventure.
Thanks for watching. Bye.